Hey, Scott here, the Poor Prepper. Right now I'm going to talk about coronavirus. This is probably my third update on this. It's been 8 weeks since China officially admitted that the thing exists and it's out there and infecting people. Now, I keep looking over here, I got my computer screen up there and it has some statistics, and only ones I could find it actually showed, you know, all kinds of countries with, how many cases, how many deaths, was Wikipedia. And it's official as of 20 minutes prior to me taping this. It last updated 20 minutes ago. Now, 8 weeks, there's 71 cases. Now, this is assuming Wikipedia is correct. It's Wikipedia. I don't know if it truly is. I'm just saying, hey, this is what this place is saying. 71 cases, 1 death. The media just reported, coronavirus. The media just reported that 1 death. It was a guy in his 50s at a nursing home in Washington State. My question is, did this person have a pre-existing condition that made him vulnerable to it? Because a person in their 50s, it doesn't seem right that they would, succumb to a virus like this. Did the virus basically nuke his immune system and pneumonia come in and just, take a weakened subject, a subject that was weakened, and just kill him? I don't know. Don't know. You know what? Nobody knows. Nobody's telling us squat. Always remember, we're not getting information. We're getting a number here, number there, but that's not giving us any real information. Real information. How are we going to deal with this? A lot of people are close to panicking. Don't. Always remember, you don't have to panic right now. There's always plenty of time to panic later. Once everything's done, panic all you want. Once it's safe, panic away. But while bad things are happening, stay calm. Right now, there's one important thing I'm missing from all of the news organizations. And this, for me, is kind of sad. Just one person here in America, they're saying 2,800, almost 2,900 dead in China. The media are treating these dead people and infected people as statistics. These are people. They're not statistics. They're people. They have hopes. They have dreams. They have aspirations. None of those hopes, dreams, and aspirations included getting sick, and definitely none of them included dying for those who've died. So I would hope the media would start treating these people as people and not statistics. Ladies and gentlemen, I treat them as people, not statistics. When I say this many people are infected, I say people. I don't say individuals, I don't say victims, I say people, because they're people. Remember, they do have hopes, they do have dreams, they do have aspirations. They're not statistics. The government looks at it as a statistic, the media looks at it as a statistic. I don't, and I would ask that you don't either. Now, a lot of preppers are getting on saying, hey, you need this one thing. You got to stockpile this one thing. You got to stockpile these 5 things, 10 things, 15, 20, 30, 1,000 things. Ladies and gentlemen, you need one thing. Above everything else, you need one thing. And that thing is right there. A focused mind. Number 2, you need information. That way you can make an informed decision, an informed opinion of what's going on. If you don't have information, you have to make opinions and decisions based on inadequate knowledge, and that often makes a wrong decision. So ladies and gentlemen, calm down, wait, and let's see what the facts truly are. Now this says 71 people. Most of the people who are infected in America were brought over into America from the cruise ship, and they kept saying Yokohama Harbor. It could have been Yokohama Harbor, Tokyo Harbor. It's one gigantic harbor there. And for those people, when this is over, for those people who want to go visit a great place, Japan is a phenomenally great place to visit, especially in the summertime, because during 3 months in the summer you can climb up Mount Fuji, and it's not like climbing, it's walking switchback trails. Extremely cool. Do it, you'll love it. I had a time of my life doing it when I was in the military. Now, let's get back to what I was saying. Most of those people were brought over here. Now, I was always wondering, they said these people were segregated in a plane. Am I the only one who realizes all the air in an airplane that's up at 30,000 feet is recycled? So if you're in first class and the sick people are way back at the back of the plane, you're still going to be breathing the air they're breathing. Oh well, maybe that's why it's spreading now in America. But the reason we have these people, we brought them here, and I can't blame the government for doing that. They're Americans. We should help them whenever possible. But if you're going to be confined to a spot, stuck somewhere, you've got to stay here for a minimum of 2 weeks. A cruise ship ain't too bad. Free food and free booze. By God, that's great. Sit back, enjoy yourself. But the problem there, you're also talking about if one person is sick on a cruise ship, how long is it going to take before it spreads like wildfire to everybody? That's probably why the government said, no, we're getting our people out of there before it spreads willy-nilly. Now, when I said the one thing you need is a focused mind, yes, that is true. Focus, don't panic. Think your way through every problem. Smart your way through every problem. A lot of preppers are saying you need this, that, these, those. Ladies and gentlemen, you need one thing, that focused mind. That focused mind is going to allow you to go, okay, what do I need? What do I need for my family to get through this situation if it were to become a pandemic in America? Well, I just put it into just a few categories. Number one is food. You're going to have a minimum of a 4-month supply of food for every person in your household. Plus, don't forget your pets. They get hungry too. Also, what if, let's say it's husband, wife, 2 kids. What if all of a sudden you're like, hey, we're going to bring the grandparents in so that they have a safe place? Well, then you're going to need 4-month supply of food for more people. So plan ahead. If you only have a 4-person family, consider you might need a 4-month supply of food for 8 people or 10 people. Second, water. Now, here I live in Tucson, Arizona, so water is vital. If the water stops flowing and I can't go to my sink and pour some water, it's only a matter of time before I'm dead. You have got to have a way you need to store some water. If it becomes a pandemic, you should have a whole bunch of 5-gallon jugs, fill them with water, put them in a room or something. Put them in a safe spot. Then, how are you going to get more clean water? Well, here in Tucson, Arizona, where I live, there are 3 swimming pools. I'm going to have, in a very short time, I'm going to have a Berkey filter that will filter 6,000 gallons of water. That's more than enough for me. I can last over a good 2 years on that probably. Think about that. How are you going to filter water? If you live in the Midwest, you don't really need to lay in a monstrous supply of water. You just need a way to filter water. Here in the desert, you better have a way to filter water and lay in a supply. Second, now first is food, second is water. Third, protective devices. How are you going to protect yourself if somebody's breaking in your front door? Also, medical supplies fall into that. What kind of medical supplies are you going to need? Always remember, you are the one who has to decide what is best for you and your family. You can listen to these preppers out there, but if you do what they say, you're probably going to end up toast. Because a lot of them on YouTube are trying to sell you all kinds of stuff. They've monetized their YouTube channels, and they're trying to sell you anything they can so that they get paid. So you can listen to them if you want. Oh, wow, that's a neat little item. Fine, get some. Other than that, decide for yourself. When it comes to food, stockpile the food that you like, the food that you will eat. Me, I'm not a fan of tomato soup, so I don't stockpile that at all. There's no tomato soup in my house. Beans, I like green beans. Other than that, I don't like beans, so I don't have any beans like any other beans other than green beans in my house. In my freeze-dried storage, I have green beans. I'm not a big rice fan, but by God, I can eat it. When I'm hungry, I will eat it. So, if you like rice, stockpile some rice. Stockpile the food that you're going to eat. Don't listen to the preppers out there saying you have to have A, you have to have B. No, you need food, water, protective devices. And finally, number 4, where are you going to go to the bathroom? Better think about that. If you're going to the bathroom in your backyard, it could be a very short time before you're developing certain diseases like dysentery and whatnot, cholera. So you might want to figure a place where you're going to go to the bathroom. You know, if it's nothing more than just digging a hole in the ground and putting a toilet seat over it. Think about that. Where are you going to go? Next, toilet paper. You're going to want to have some toilet paper. If the poop does hit the fan, within 3 days, the stores are gone. What toilet paper you have in your house that's all you're going to get for probably 4 months to a year. Make sure you got enough. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you go. If you got any questions, email me at poorprepper13, that's poorprepper13 @gmail.com. Thank you.